and welcome to a new type of video for you. We're teaming up with Golf Online UK to bring you a lot of content in the next coming months. And today's one is an interesting one. We're testing out the main drivers on the market. We've seen great golfers on YouTube test these drivers. We haven't seen hackers, 25 handicappers, test these drivers out. So in the lineup today, we've got the TaylorMade Stealth 2, we've got the Srixon ZX5, the Callawy Paradym X, the Ping G430, and the Titleist TSR2. So I don't know how this is going to go. You don't know how this is going to go. Let's get in the sim here at Golf Online and find out just how forgiving these drivers really are. Right guys, here we go. We're starting off and we start with the TaylorMade Stealth 2. Never hit this club before. I've heard it's a beast. So let's see. Bad one to start, a bit hooky, but it's down there. 236, yeah, not my biggest hit. Not my biggest hit by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm going to count any swing and any hits that have hit the club face and I feel like it's not my swing that ruined the shot, if that makes sense. So if I'm topping one, if I'm thinning one, skying one, hopefully we won't, we're not going to count that as data. So we've got one in play. See if we can land it on that green up there. Better than the first one. Still not massive. I'm not really swinging for the fences. 246, listen, 246 on the fairway I will take any day. Oh yes. Opening up a little bit, and that is enormous. Big one, 268 total, and that's probably the straightest one we've hit so far. Two more to go. A little bit of a low running one, but yeah, we'll take that on course and we will count that. 240 total. Not a good one. Not a good one. That's one of those adjacent fairway shots, but we will count it once again. 259 total, and that is the TaylorMade Stealth 2 done and dusted. We'll get all the data together at the end and we'll run through the findings. On to the next. Right, next up we've got the Titleist TSR2 driver. Again, never hit it before. Same shaft, different head. A little low hook on up to 255, but yeah, definitely not a fairway found with that one. I think what we're finding is no head is going to save my hook in this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice one, very nice. Straightest swing so far, 258 total, and that is a fairway split. So that's 2 on the board for the Titleist.
Come up a bit higher. I mean, it's a good miss hit.
Yeah, it's
sure. Still a good miss hit.
239 total, not my best. But yeah, it's a counting hit. 67 yards left offline, so you're in trouble. You are in trouble with that hit, but yeah, it's all part of the test. Hit one right for once. That's gone 227. That's a counting drive. One more with the TSR. Come on, Dennis. Awful. Definitely not massive. 239 yards, and that is the TSR done. On to the next. Right, next up we've got the Ping G430. Now I've heard a lot about Pings. Everyone seems to say they are, generally speaking, the most forgiving. So I'm looking forward to this one. Another one I've Another one I've never hit. In fact, I need to stop saying this. I've not hit any of the clubs that I'm reviewing today. So G430. High hopes for this one. Low runny one to start. 232 yards and about 40 yards pulled to the left. So not the best start, but definitely a counting score.
Launch angle on that was great.
Yeah, good launch.
Really good launch angle.
Not massive. 249 total. Pushed way out to the right. This test is as much about my swing as the clubs. But I suppose that's what today's all about, right? Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's the best one with the ping for sure. 259 total, and that was straight. Definitely a fairway found there, and that is 3 now in play with the ping. Oh, it's another straight one. Not massive, I think. Came out, yeah. The GC quad agreeing with my intuition. I thought it felt heely, and it was. So I suppose there's our first bit of forgiveness. Out the heel, I'm still at 257. So that is forgiveness, one way or another. Left, pretty centred, a little bit low on the face. Not a bad drive, on course, probably one I'd take. 43 yards left.
What's interesting with that club is it's your most consistent you hit.
For sure, yeah. And what you guys won't see on the video is I'm obviously, any shots that I've mishit, thinned, topped, I'm obviously discounting from the data. But what I will say is this is the one that I got the 5 shots in the quickest. I think I only took 7, something around that. So yeah, something to bear in mind. The thing done and dusted. A bit of a left wing, bit of an outside shot here. The Srixon ZX5. Not heard too much about this club. So a little bit of an unknown quantity, dark horse, if you will. Srixon ZX5. Let's see what you've got. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Maybe found the green, maybe off the back. Oh, what a drive. What a way to start for the Srixon. 259 carry, and that was straight. That was straight. Oh my goodness. I think I've found my swing a little bit. I think that's what's happening. So that was another good one. 254, and another very, very straight drive.
You found the next club for you, mate.
That is
Consistent for
very
every
consistent.
3 shots in the exact same spot.
I think we've hit 3 shots within about 10 yards this version.
If you look at on the small diagram on the right,
Oh
see
yeah,
those
yeah.
3 dark blue shots.
Look at that, the blue is the Srixon. Unbelievable consistency so far. Right, 3 on the board with the Srixon. Exactly. Oh, a little bit further out right, but again, on the course, at my level, you take it. 248 yards total, and that is 4 out of 4 with 0 cut-out shots. And what's weird is I've hit hooks with every other driver, and then all of a sudden we're fading, and this was more of a slice. But 256, 5 out of 5 counting shots with the Srixon. Very, very interesting. Next up, probably the most anticipated one, the Paradym. We're hitting the Paradym X today. I'm being told this is probably the most appropriate for by handicappers with my level, so let's see what we've got. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all, it's big.
That had ridiculous hang time.
Yeah, that went, I think I'm probably more a 9.5. That going so high.
Ridiculous
Yeah,
hang time.
so obviously for the test, we're hitting 10.5s. The main thing is that they're all the same loft, right, for the test. I'm more of a 9.5 driver. I mean, some of these look like wedge shots on the tracers, but all part of the test. That was a really good drive. 9.5, that would have got at miles.
You couldn't get any more straight.
That is such a good hit. Lovely, lovely strike. 256, 257 roll out, and that almost deserved it, getting the whole shout.
2.2 yards offline, which is, you can't complain, right?
Cannot complain. I thought the start for the Srixon was hard. The Paradym is stepping off. Two really good shots there. This is going to cost me a lot of money, isn't it? That was, again, unbelievably straight. 2.5. Oh, almost the same yardage. Talk about consistency. Off the toe. Yeah, bad strike, but definitely countable. That one was very spinny, but still at 257. Probably found the wrong fairway, but you'll take it. Right, one more with the Paradym. Yeah, a little bit low off the face. So we'll come up a little bit short. 235 total. And there we have it. All done. All the data is collected. Let's see the results. I'm sure you guys enjoyed those outtakes. Right, so let's jump into the data, but before I do that, I'll just caveat that I normally use a 9.5 degree loft driver, so this is just a fair test. They were all 10.5, all the same shafts. Now, as you can tell, there's not too much dispersion when it comes to the total yardage, not too much dispersion when it comes to the average offline reading either. But there were two clear winners, and they stand out a mile even in this data sheet. The Ping G430 and the Srixon ZX5 came out in flying colours, and it's no coincidence that it took the least amount of tries and attempts to get the 5 scoring shots with those clubs. So I hope you guys enjoyed a different kind of video from me, but yeah, hopefully something to learn. And I think the end result and the findings are there is no club on the market that can help a bad swing. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.